I've had the great pleasure of working in high-altitude physiology for decades, and part of my research has taken me on many occasions to Colorado to do the research and field studies at high altitude. And on several occasions we've climbed to very high altitudes just outside of Leadville, Colorado. On one of those occasions we climbed up to about 14,000 feet with an 87-year-old subject. And during that climb, we noticed, as part of the research in the area on our topographical maps, that there was a 14,134-foot geographical feature that did not have a name. Locally, we discovered later that it was referred to on occasion as South Elbert because it was on the southeast ridge near Mount Elbert, which is the highest point in the state of Colorado, and the second highest point in the continental United States, by the way. It occurred to me at that time it would be very nice for the College of William and Mary to have a geographical feature, actually a mountain named after it, that's near the Collegiate Peaks Range. And in the Collegiate Peaks Range of Colorado, there are a number of mountains named after prestigious universities, such as Yale and Harvard and Princeton. In one of my research projects, we camped out for several nights at this site, which is right at timberline on the main trail to Mount Elbert, which is over here, right behind this. Its vision is blocked by this tree. So this is a beautiful view of the area that we're talking about and a representation of the decline between high points that needs to be at least 100 meters for this to be designated a separate mountain. Fortunately for us, it's not 100 meters, otherwise this would have been named something else decades ago. You could take a helicopter up there and land on top of it and look around and say, I've seen this. But you don't appreciate the sheer beauty unless you're, I think, expending the physical effort, which kind of strips away a lot of the veils that we tend to peer through in order to see things. When you're physically exhausted and you look at a beautiful flower, you see it very differently than when you're sitting in a lounge chair at a beach somewhere looking at the same flower. One of my research studies was conducted on the ascent trail of Mount Elbert. On that particular research expedition, my colleague, he and I first summited Mount William and Mary and planted our flag there and claimed it. When we went back in this past August, I took the same flag up there, and Kim Whitley was with me as my research assistant, and he and I once again sat on the summit of what we will probably try to have named William and Mary Summit, and enjoyed that moment for the second time in our lives.